guys, welcome back to Creativity and Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy you found us. Today is all about creating with free or free-ish items. And we'll talk about that more in a moment. But first, we're going to have a little show and tell. At the beginning of this year, I talked about not wanting to rehash the same videos all throughout the year. I mean, I have had new ideas sprinkled in, but sometimes creators take videos they did 2 or 3 years ago and put a newer twist on them, or they just kind of redo the same video with different items. So today, I have done a free video before, but this one's kind of different. But at the beginning of the year, I told you, I don't want to show you the same things. And it's hard creating junk journals. There is a formula for it. And you do it and we make beautiful journals, right? But when you're watching that on YouTube, that can get boring. So I have some new ideas coming up for this year. And of course, we will have junk journal and journal stuff. We will have art stuff. But we're also going to have more different types of creative items. And one of those, I'm just going to have a little show and tell to show you a few of the creative projects that you're going to be seeing on this channel for 2025. I do want to take a minute to say, again, super thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody watching my videos. And right now, that helps me the most. I need so many watched hours before I can get ad money. So all I need you guys to do is just watch the videos. Even if you're not watching them, just have them playing in the background somewhere. Have my channel playing in the background somewhere just for a couple of days. If all of y'all did that for a couple of days, I would be able to get ads and ad revenue. And then I would be able to earn on this channel. And that is very, very important because, as a lot of you know, most of you know, my husband passed away unexpectedly before Christmas. He was our sole source of income. I have a little part-time job, but I also have complex regional pain syndrome. I have a brain tumor. I am not eligible for disability because I never worked. And yes, there is the other kind of disability, but I don't think I'm eligible for that because I can work a part-time job. It's really complicated. So, I don't want disability. I'll be honest with you. I want to earn my way. That's why I'm going to work hard on videos. That's why I work my little part-time job. That's why I'm going to do whatever I can. I can't work a full-time job. I can't. My pain levels go too high and I get physically sick. But I can do this, and all you have to do is watch the videos. I know I have, I talk about Patreon, but you don't have to join that. Because that costs you money. But if you watch my videos, that's free to you guys, and it would just help me so much. So that's all I'm asking. If you guys could watch the videos, that would be amazing. And if you see me doing something, I re-listed for my Amazon Associates, which is all I do is share links to what you'll see in my videos. They're not charged higher prices. You're not charged higher prices or anything. It's the same price I paid for this stuff. But I'll get just a little percentage of that. I think it's like 2% or something. It's not very much. But every little bit helps. So that's another option. But it's only costing you if you choose to purchase the product. And if you like it or you want to try it, then instead of just going to hunt for it, why not use my link? Okay, show and tell time. Woohoo! These are some of the upcoming projects you're going to see. Oops. Before Larry passed away, he won this chair. in an auction. It's not very big. I think it's a child's chair. I would safe to say it's a child's chair. It's seen better days. It's missing a rung over here, and the top is torn up, as you can see. I'm going to turn it into a fun piece of art. And I'm going to cut the straw away, and I'll either do some yarn woven on it or a piece of wood for plants, or like I said, just artwork. So this is one project you will see on here. Other projects you will see. I've got my little big jar of wall putty here. It's upside down, but you can see what it is. I gotta put it down. It's really heavy. And I've got a bunch of different home containers here. Things that these two were free because I got them over the holidays in goodie bags from coworkers. I'm gonna put them to good use. They're free items. We're gonna use these to create and maybe sell as art. And then the last one is this. I mean, come on. If you have these, you know how great these are. They're nice and big, and I always think, what could I do with them? So we're going to do something and see how it turns out. So these are projects you will see coming up on my channel. And lastly, I got some really good fusion paint. This is great for furniture. I got cast iron black. I have a vintage humidor where they used to store cigars. It's copper inside, beautiful, but it's beat up, and the outside has water stains that no matter how much I try to strip and sand, I can't get them off. This is great furniture paint. This is called mineral paint. And you just use a really good roller and paintbrush, get in all the crevices, and it's going to have an amazing coat, finish on it. You're going to see this on my channel. I'm going to get some of this in a cream color, and I have a little end table that's up at the antique mall. I'm going to bring that home because it's not selling. I'm going to sand it down. And I'm going to paint it cream and distress it. We're going to do that together. So we have a lot of projects coming up. They won't be all grouped together. And like I said, also, I'll be showing you how to take a pair of vintage skates like that. And we've all seen them decorated for Christmas. Well, I'm going to show you how to do a spring. It could be Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day. You could do mostly spring and Easter, summer, whatever you want. But I'm going to show you how you can do that using some neutral florals, some boot socks. Aren't they cute with the little buttons and the lace? And they're like a sweater material. Cute, right? And some vintage keys, and turn them into really cool door wreath thing. We will still be doing paper crafting and art as well. But that's what is coming up for 2025. Now, let's jump into our free-ish items for a junk journal and make something really cool. Okay guys, before we jump into our free-ish video, yes, we will eventually get to the actual video. Yes, we will actually get to the video that is titled on here once I figure out if the camera is straight. I can't tell. I have to line it up with the edge of the thing, and then I have a mess over on the side here. I wanted to show you some other stuff. This is strictly junk journal stuff right here. First, these vintage coffee bags. Look how cute. They're all new old stock. And these are 3-ring coffee. They were in Chicago, Illinois. And they're just super cute. I love them because, of course, they have an elephant with a tutu. Then these are Charm. And these are from New York, New York. And then we have Cafe La Sphinx coffee. And this is obviously not in the U.S. Somewhere else. But it was really cool. And see, there you go. And these are vintage coffee bags. And they're all in great shape. And we are going to use these for something very, very soon. I wanted to share those. I also wanted to share that I do actually make junk journals. And I was going to share those with you really quickly. I have this one. This is just a little bitty one that I made. I got some of this paper. I found some of this paper. I don't necessarily like the bow. I'm going to change the bow. I don't like the bow. But anyway, these are, this one's very springy. I was feeling springy and Eastery. So I thought this would be good if you wanted to take notes. You need a lot of to-do lists. The size is good. And this one is, that's why it had that yellow ribbon. I might keep that yellow ribbon on there. But this one is, if I could get the right end of my ruler, 6 by 3.5. So this is a 6 by 3.5. Perfect if you make a lot of to-do list. Another one is kind of grungy. There's the bow. It's just some cotton fabric dyed in coffee. Really dyed in coffee. Very stringy. And this one is also real little and would be great for list. Or if you want to start a word a day or a couple of lines a day journal, nothing too over the top, this one would also be great for that. This one again is about 3.5 by 5.5. And it's blank inside. I don't know if you saw this one. This one's got some pockets in it, little mini tags, pockets. It's got a little glassine bag in here with a bird. It's got some stuff for this journal, like tags and whatever. Here, let me show you. It's got tags in here. And they're all just super simple and fun, but they're great. And I thought this would be fun, again, for the person that likes to make lists, because I told you I am a big list girly. Oh my gosh, get on there. Okay, there we go. I'm a big list girly. Both of these would be good for list if you like to have one. If you want something simple, this one's really good for list because it's nothing but coffee stain paper. Comes with this bow. You don't have to have it on there. As you can see, it'll lay flat. This one would be good for list. This one would also be good for a line a day, a word a day, maybe a favorite quote a day, maybe what you're grateful for each day. This one would be good for that. This one is a harder cover. This one is simply paper, and it is sewn together. Okay, this one is the next one. Again, this one is really, really, this is like a heavy-duty coffee dyed one. I mean, like heavy-duty. If you don't like heavy-duty coffee dye, then don't get this one, but it's all throughout here. There's just bits of paper. I like the sound. This is something we're going to do. Now, I've done coffee dyeing with you guys before, but we're going to talk about how to do this just heavy, insane coffee dye like this, okay? Because some people like that. So this one, again, is fat. It doesn't have a spine. It's more like rolled. It's not even creased. It is sewn together, as you can see. And it would be a great everyday journal for somebody that likes a really grungy, really like coffee. And it's textured. You can feel it. Okay? And then I have these little goodie envelopes that go with each of the little ones. And then this one is just more of, I call it picnic summer theme, but it could be spring, it could be winter. And it's great. And it's got some goodies in it for decorating it. It's very simple. I didn't do a lot of decorating. But it's got typical stuff in it that we do. Again, it stays flat. It's very flat. And there you go. See, it lays flat. You don't even need this if you don't want it. It's a fabric cover. This one is, I don't ever remember sizes. This one is 5.5 by 8. So this is a 5.5 by 8. Then you have this one, which is, whoops, roughly 5.25 by 6, a little over 6. And then the two small ones. And any of these would be great to use on a daily, or as, like I said, notes, list, word a day, quote a day, whatever you want, gratitude a day. And I'm going to put all 4 of these up on my Ko-Fi. They'll be over there. Now, finally, to our video. What are some free things we could use in a journal to decorate it, make a journaling card, or whatever? I'm going to show you a couple of items. Totally free things. These are the things that are totally free, that you did not pay for in any way, shape, or form. One is envelopes you get in the mail. It can be junk mail, it could be a bill, but if it's a bill, then is it free? Because if you weren't paying for something that came in the bill, came in the envelope, you wouldn't have got the envelope. So really, this is probably one of those issues, but we'll go with free. Junk mail. That is another free thing. That is probably the most true thing in the world, is junk mail and all the things you get with junk mail. Like, I see some junk mail. Hold on, I'm trying to grab it. Junk mail. Like cards that get mailed to you, postcards that get put on your door for lawn care service, that sort of thing. Free. Totally free, no question about it. Tags, other things you find at friends' houses, and they're like, yes, keep it, take it, I don't want it. Totally free. Anything that somebody gives you without any price attached, totally free. Things you find on the side of the road that somebody's thrown out in the trash. Totally free. Now, what are some free-ish things? Well, it's like I said, our little envelope, if it's a bill, it's free-ish, okay? Packaging. Packaging is free-ish because you didn't pay for the packaging. You weren't looking at the packaging to use. You were looking for what it was attached to. And this was like a bonus. So it's free-ish because you actually paid to get the item. You weren't paying to get the packaging. If you've done HelloFresh, you've seen these cards come in your box. Again, HelloFresh is not free, but you paid for the food and the recipes, not these little cards. Free-ish. Let's go back to totally free. Card covers that somebody sent you. Those are free. Pretty envelopes that cards were sent to you in. Totally free. Another thing that is totally free, and I had one. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? Hold on. Totally free. Little cards, brochures, maps that you get from tourist locations or in hotels where they have all the brochures, little cards like this. They're free, but would you be there otherwise? So they could go free because they're costing you nothing, but then they could be free-ish because you might not have gotten them if you weren't on the trip. So either one, we'll put that one in the middle. Again, stuff people give you. A bunch of tag stickers. Name tag stickers for no reason. Cardboard. This is from packaging. This is from a box that something was delivered to my house. Free-ish. And the last free-ish, another free-ish thing for your journals, your mixed media, is any type of packaging from a restaurant. And it's free-ish because you're going there to eat the food, not buy the packaging. But if you are a paper crafter and you see something like this, or those little envelopes that they put silverware in at Chili's, you dump out the silverware and throw it in your purse. Or you take the chopsticks home because you want to use the skinny wrapper for something. Free-ish. Another free-ish thing that we can use to create with in journals is expired makeup. And I say free-ish because you didn't buy it to put on paper. You bought it to put on your face. But it got so old, you're afraid to use it now, but you hate to waste it. So instead of discarding it because it's not good for your face, you're going to put it to a different use. So it's a free-ish item. And lastly, whatever is in your pink case, Lisa. Expired nail polish. I'm very sad about this. I am stupid and did not know nail polish would expire. I was painting my nails multiple times a week, not having them done, just painting my regular nails. And I liked it, but I went to use some of this and it was kind of not good anymore. At least one or two of them. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But look all the pretty colors. But did you know you could use nail polish on paper? Look at that one. Look how cool that is, though. See, it's all separated. There's like, okay, let's see if we can get it mixed up. Okay, we're going to see if this one mixed up. It was super separated, and it looks super, like, still too liquidy in there, but we'll see. Okay, so there we go. So there's some free, I'm going to take this down so we can actually see all our other stuff. Free-ish, because, again, I didn't buy nail polish to put on paper. I buy paint to put on paper. But I don't want all those, if I can't get them remixed, to go to waste. I buy sponges to clean my dishes. It's a free-ish item that can be used in painting for texture. I buy fruit and veggies. This is great for a pocket or a page in a journal, or to make a texture in a painting. It's a free-ish item. I didn't buy it for crafting. So it's more like I got 2 for 1. These, a lot of people bought to put hand sanitizer in. You buy travel shampoos, lotions, that sort of thing. They also have a really good use in art. So again, you're not buying it for what it's intended, but it works great. So it's a free-ish item. All right, let's use some of our free-ish items and our free items, and let's make a tag. And I already have this tag size cut. We're going to go with that. We're going to use our little envelope. I'm going to use this for something else. I'm going to use the bigger window because this is a big tag. I really want spring to come. I'm tired of cold weather. And I'm going to use a couple of non-free-ish items. Of course, we have to use tape. And I'm going to throw some washi on there. Or we are going to use double-sided tape, and we're going to throw some washi tape on there as well. And I need scissors. Again, sometimes even the washi tape and the scissors can be free or free-ish if you get them from somebody else. Okay. And I'm going to cut just this window out. And I'm cutting just down the middle of the two. There we go. And I'm gonna and I'm going to cut this off of here. Okay. And I'm going to put this inside of the window because I thought it would look cool. Yep, there we go. And I'll stitch that up after I put some paper around it. Maybe I'll switch out I have blue, so let's see here. I gotta go find some blue junk mail, so give me 1 second to find some blue junk mail. Okay, I went and got some different free-ish items. Let's talk about them. Paperclip was sent to me in a swap. This is just some paint paper I did. And junk mail with blue because I wanted blue. Oh, I gotta switch out my fingernail polish. We want blue. The shade of blue. So, let's see how our blue polish has held up. We're gonna do this one. Okay. Back down we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put the fingernail polish around the envelope before I do anything else. So let's do that real quick. This is just really weird and clumpy. See how it's bad? It's really clumpy. It's really sticky too. Let me get a napkin because I need something that's not so floppy to spread this with. I'll use this to get it out of the thing, but Now, if you paint something with nail polish, be advised, it stinks, which might not be a problem for you. I wouldn't do nail polish if you have migraine issues, but I think I'll be okay because I took medicine early. Wasn't feeling quite well. You know, migraine season with the heater on is always so fun. Okay, I'm trying to still shake it up, but yeah, can y'all see how stringy that is? It's not supposed to be like that. See if I can get it spread. Now, I did hear that you can put fingernail polish remover in the polish to kind of like get it out of the sticky stage and maybe, you know, make it usable again. But honestly, some of these are extremely old if you haven't figured that out yet. And they're just really not good for anything. I could use a paintbrush, but honestly, your girl doesn't even have extra money to buy paintbrush. So everything I'm going to be doing for a while till I figure out how I'm actually going to live is going to be using what I got, which is great. And I'm not complaining. You know, and don't get me wrong. I could go live with my mom. I'm 56 years old. I don't want to live with my mom. I love my mom. I don't want to live with my mom at my age. I've never lived by myself. I went from my daddy's house to my husband's house. And I would like to live on my own. That's why I'm trying so hard to make a go of this channel. Because most people would quit by now. Maybe I'm dumb because I won't quit, right? I don't know. Alright, we're going to let this dry a little bit, and then we'll come over and sew around it. But that looks pretty good for it being expired nail polish. Alright, we finished painting it, and we've got it in there. I've decided I don't want to make a tag. I'm making this. We're going to sew it. We're going to put the lace on it, and then we'll put this kind of like behind it like that, and then it can be a cluster or whatever you want. So okay, so I'm gonna open this and just tape. Actually, I'm gonna cut this in real quick. I'm taping this piece of envelope down onto this piece of envelope. And I'm just going to use some Scotch tape. I thought I would make a tag with our tag, but no. I decided against that while I was waiting on that fingernail polish to dry. I'm just using Scotch tape. Of course, you can glue this sucker down, and I am Scotch taping it very good because this little thing is a floating pocket. Yes, I came up with a name for it. A floating pocket. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay. So now let's go stitch around the three sides. This side, the bottom that is, yes, already attached. We're going to sew on the stitch. And there'll be like a little pocket right, come on. Right there will be our pocket. So let's go stitch it real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, stitched it around the edges. And it's a floating pocket, or it could be a double pocket, whatever you want. Just put your stuff in there, and then behind it too. But we're going to zhuzh it up because it's awfully ugly now. We're going to use some of our gold. And I'm obsessed with this stuff. Let's see how I want to do it. Okay, I want it to kind of poke out behind the lace. See that? That's pretty. Okay. Into a little peekaboo moment. And for our little peekaboo moment, we're going to use glue. Maybe I'll do it like, no, I like it like that. Okay, I want the gold to be peeking out from under there. Kind of like, see that? Like that. Or do I want it kind of like, maybe like that? Nope, I want peeking out. Okay, I'm gonna put gold the rest of the way down. So it shows the whole way down because I like it. I like it like that. I like it. Alright. Now we're gonna glue it down through the heavier parts of the lace. So let me get my glue. Isn't that pretty? It gives it a little peekaboo moment. We love a peekaboo moment. And then we're going to take our sticker, which you can write on, by the way, because it's a name sticker. And we're going to attach it like that. No, we're going to attach it like that. We're going to attach it at the top like that, and I'm just going to attach it with one stitch. But I'm going to put it more on this side because remember, this is our pocket on this side. So we'll put it kind of like that, and then we'll attach our paper clip too, and it'll be a floating pocket for your journal. So let me go attach the sticker. Okay, there is our floating pocket, and we'll just do this like right there. So we've used our free-ish envelope, window envelope that we cut one window out of. It was double window envelope. We've used our free name stickers, and we've used a free paper clip. If you wanted to add a little sparkle to your name tag just so it didn't get left out, you could. I don't have any sparkle eyeshadow. You could always add just a little bit of the gold tape. But since the name tag is the only thing that doesn't sparkle, because this is sparkly and we put the gold, or you could just leave it as is. And how would this look in a journal? Well, let's see. Oh, see, here's one of those chilies, fork and knife things I told you about. I think that's pretty funny. But if I wanted to, I could put this on this page right here. I could glue it down, or I could attach it with my paper clip. totally at my discretion. But there I go. I have a pocket behind all this. I have a pocket in here. Let me get... Okay, so if I attach this down, I would have a pocket behind. You know, like this whole thing would be a pocket. Then I have a pocket inside the envelope, right? Oops. A pocket. I can't get the envelope open. There we go. Okay, I have a pocket in the... So there is our floating pocket. And I have two floating pockets. I have this one, which is inside our little window envelope. And then I have the one that's behind it. As you can see, my paper coming out there, okay? You would attach that down. You could attach this side down too. And then you could make a little note there because it is a sticker after all. And you have a floating pocket, which I think is gorgeous because it's all sparkly. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I gave you some ideas how to find and use free-ish materials in your journals. It can translate into mixed media. You can use those items anywhere you can find a use for them. Also, I hope you're excited about the different kinds of videos because it'll be new and different content and won't be kind of like rehashed content with just different items. And maybe it'll jumpstart some of my paper crafting creativity. I've just kind of been, I think it's just everything that's gone on. I just haven't been very motivated. But I'm excited about the new and different projects, and we're going to start with that little chair because honestly, that's going to be the most easy one to start. And first we're going to have to rip everything off and before we give it a good sand, paint, and keep going. Also, one future project I didn't talk about was repainting my bathroom and redoing or adding to a cabinet that's in there. Also, I'm going to do something for a headboard. So anyway, I hope you're excited. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Even if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. Help me out. Help me get the watch hours, and that would be amazing. Thanks, guys. Take care, and I will see you hopefully the first part of next week on Monday. Bye-bye.